Today, we're gonna learn how to club/dance floor.
She's the prettiest girl in the club, but she's on the dance floor and the music is too loud. You don't have the dance moves, but do you have the seduction skills to win her? Goal, take her home. We're going to the club.
I don't want to. Dance music. I can feel the music. There she is, the most beautiful girl in the club, with some quote on her arm. I feel like that's like a common dress people wear to... No, don't... Did you see the way he was coming in?
Mm-hmm. He's like, hey.
Hey, I'm a dork.
Twerk attack.
We're gonna try and do more of the cringy options.
I really want to do more of the cringy stuff.
We were taking it too seriously. Aww.
Aww. There's another girl.
One of my friend Alex's moves. He does it when he's very, very drunk and doesn't work too well.
Open with an opinion opener about which present to get you. Like, so the music's too loud, so I don't think this is gonna work, but I think we should try.
Hey, can I ask you something really quickly?
What?
I need to get a present for my baby sister.
What?
Like, a present for my baby sister. She's gonna be like, 4 years old. What do you think I should get her?
Dancing. No.
You don't know?
No.
Alright.
Look at the awkward girl in the background.
I just saw that.
She's like, I hate this
She's
job.
like, what's
I hate this
going
job.
on?
It sucks. I hate it.
Okay.
Would that work? Did it work?
Maybe.
I'd probably fall down if someone did that to me.
Little bit risky, can work, can not work. So it's not the safest
How bored
option,
they
but
are.
sometimes it can be okay.
Oh, that's his bedroom, by the way.
Oh. What?
I heard,
No, that can't be true.
So I think...
Do you think there was an actual cameraman, or did he just set up his MacBook Pro webcam and said, come on, ladies, sit on my bed?
I'm pretty sure Laura mentioned that on Podquisition.
That's really weird.
Because people were like, oh, you just like a hotel room, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, joke's on you, that's my bedroom. And everyone was like, oh.
That's weirder. I hope there was a film crew and not just him with a camera stand being like, oh yeah, Craigslist models, would you like to come in and be in a video game? Just lay on my bed with me.
Look at that girl, like, smiling at the kid in the background.
She's like, hey.
She's like, eh. Okay.
Honestly, she's my favorite character.
She
was in the last scene. She's just always in the background, just nodding, like, just pay me.
Let's try to start a dance-off. I want to do, like, more of, like, the goofy options, because I think those are fun to watch, even though, like...
Look at me. Oh, she's into it.
Yep.
Not bad, but I think I still won.
It was sad.
What? This is something you can try, but it could be a little bit safer if you chose something else. In this case, if you can pull it off, it can work really well, but sometimes it just won't.
Do you think they demanded to be able to put their clothes on?
Maybe. So I feel like starting like doing a dance-off thing, like some people, like if they're in like the right mood, or maybe if she's had, if she's like, I don't know.
If she feels like talking, basically.
Yeah, if she's like receptive, then like that might actually be kind of funny. Like, if someone's in the right mood. Moonwalk away.
Nope, not even good at moonwalking. He just walked backwards, and she's like, okay, bye.
Moonwalk? Really?
Dance closer to her.
She has nice armpits.
Nice armpits.
Yeah, I like women's armpits. What do you want from me?
If you're just
Oh, they're
dancing
naked
kind of near
again.
her, then you know
that's
she
what-
could move
when you
away.
do
So
good.
you want to
Oh.
escalate a little bit, get a little bit closer.
So when you do a good thing, they're...
I really hope there was a whole crew in there, because just being alone with a guy in a tripod in their bedroom as he's like, yes, this is dating advice, and they're like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. It's like sometimes voice actors, like, they don't know what their project is until they get actually in the booth, and then they're like, oh fuck. And then you get Matthew Mercer like 2 scenes into Leo the Lion, and he's just like, oh no.
Try to kiss her.
Oh boy.
Don't you hate this track?
Yeah.
I hate it too.
Oh boy.
Whoa. Douchebag.
What?
You skipped a few steps there, and even if you do kiss a girl quickly, you normally go through all of the steps, just fast and smooth.
I'm thirsty. Let's go get a drink.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect, because you're always waiting for the time on the dance floor to get off of there, because you know there's only so much you can do in that noisy, busy place, and the right time to do it is when the music changes and it's a lame track. So you really like dancing, eh?
I do. Yeah, very much.
But you seem sober. It's strange. Why are you in the club and you still seem sober?
Can't dance as well if I drink too much.
Alright, well we started now, so
Yeah, no,
be
it's
okay.
okay. No, I'm not standing.
And I think I saw you on the dance floor, but I think before, did I see you in the smoking area? Was that you?
Yeah, probably.
Oh.
You don't like smoking.
He doesn't mention that you should make sure she can see where you got the drinks from.
Oh, that's an interesting... Well, I mean, I assume that the way I took it was honestly that they went to... Because they were going to the bar together. So
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Because he didn't say, can I buy you a drink? He said, let's go get a drink.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas he didn't, like, walk over with a drink, which is, I think, what's a little sketchier.
Yeah, in case, some people are just not aware. If you're a man trying to seduce or pick up a woman and you get them a drink, make sure that she can see, like...
I would say this is just a good practice for people in general. If it's a stranger,
Yeah, make sure that she can see where the drink is coming from. And honestly, it's probably better that she gets the drink directly from whoever's serving it, because it'll make her feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
Because if you're a woman and you're in a bar or a dance club or whatever, society expects you to be hypervigilant on if somebody drugged it.
Yeah.
Like, if you put your drink down and look away, like, immediately the thought I always get is, oh, I better, like, is this safe now?
Yeah. Well, and, it's so shitty because it's like...
It shouldn't be that way.
It's shitty because it shouldn't be that way, and also, like, some people would be like, oh, I think that's being a little paranoid. But it's not!
It's
because
not
so
being paranoid at
because
all.
so many of the stories, they start exactly that way. It's
where
like...
you just looked away for a second.
Someone looks away for a second, or even it's like a friend gets them a drink, and they didn't, like... Look.
I remember my sister being like, listen, if you have a drink at a party, make sure you have your hand
over
all
the
on
drink.
top of the drink.
Yeah.
Because if you have it in your hand and you look away, someone can slip it in. And it shouldn't be the woman's responsibility to constantly be on constant vigilance of being drugged and raped. It, like, really should not. Like, it sucks. And I know that it's wrong and it's unfair. But that's my, like... input. And if you're a guy, try out with your female friends, try and, like, keep an eye out for their drinks and try to, or other ladies, but I'm trying to give advice to men right now, saying, like, hey, you got some responsibility too of protecting people around you. And yeah, so if you're getting a girl a drink and she doesn't want your drink, if you bring it to her with your hands, yeah. Like, don't take it personally. She's just being cautious.
Yeah. So she said that she smokes. It sounds like we don't smoke. I would either...
Say you're into harder drugs.
So you smoke and that's cool, yeah? But lots of people smoke. But tell me about, like the harder stuff.
What do you mean?
Meth.
Well, powders and pills and all of that.
That's not my thing.
No?
No.
You've got to try it, babe. Like,
Imagine
this. Come to my house, have some Coke, get some, good vibes going, pull out with a couple E's. Have you ever had sex on ecstasy or magic
No.
mushrooms?
No.
You've got to try it. We need more days together then. Wait, have you tried LSD?
No.
What are you doing Saturday, Sunday and Monday? I wanna book you for 3 days. You're gonna love it.
You're gonna pay me.
No, not pay you. I mean, book your calendar for 3 days for
No.
fun.
No.
Look,
I'm not into that.
we've got a connection, and when you have drugs, when you have this kind of connection, mind-blowing sex, trust me, it will be
I
the
think it
best
should
3
be
days of your
real.
life.
That's not a real connection. That's not a thing.
It can only happen with someone you have a real connection with.
No.
That's the thing. If you just do it with a stranger, it would be awful. But
Yeah, like you.
when have drugs,
You are a stranger.
You have
when
drugs.
wait, look, in my house I've got the best stuff. The absolute best stuff you can buy. Like,
I don't like this conversation.
obviously don't tell anyone.
This is inappropriate.
Obviously
I
don't
know
tell
you. This is
anyone.
not right.
well, the best way to get to know someone is that connection you have when you're under the influence.
I
So-
don't want to continue
Well,
connecting
wait,
with you.
babe,
No,
wait,
I
where are you
no.
going?
Don't
No.
touch her.
Just take my hand and
No.
winners don't do drugs. Apart from the Olympians that get busted for steroids and stuff. But in general, you shouldn't do drugs.
I know that
Unless
he's a
they're legal.
douchebag,
Or
but
Yeah.
Or if you go to Amsterdam. Or don't do drugs.
this is probably the right choice.
I would either-
or this one, either one.
Yeah, either tell her it's no problem or like tell her you don't. I would let's see.
You know,
Oh,
it's a bad habit, really.
God.
You know that, of course, right?
Sure.
And
Yeah.
isn't it, like, why do you smoke?
Personal choice. I mean, it's my body.
Yeah, it's your body, but like everyone knows it's bad. So if you do it, like, were you really stressed, or you had some horrible thing happen, or like, why
No,
would-
I just like it.
Okay,
my
then.
choice.
Yeah, of course it's your choice. No, it's just, it's like my, I need to tell you that it's bad
You
in
don't
case you
need
didn't
to.
know, and
You don't need to tell
encourage
me.
you to quit and all of that stuff.
No.
She's
No.
too stupid to figure it out on her own. She needs a man to tell her that.
What are you, her mother? She knows this already. You don't need to tell her that. Why didn't you come up with something a little bit different? Use it as a chance to tease her, build attraction. I don't know. Almost anything else, but still, it could be worse. It's just not really helping you. And so you
Oh,
smoke,
that-
but do you have any other bad habits, or is that it?
I think it's the only real bad one. I can be messy sometimes if that's a bad habit. I don't chew my nails or anything.
Compulsive gambler, or
No,
I don't know,
not
thief.
yet.
Like, what is it? What's the word for the people that have to steal things? Like, there's a technical.
Oh, I don't remember.
You know there is
Oh,
one though, right?
Necro.
It's like a-
Necro-
Yeah, sex with dead people.
This girl's weird.
Yeah, okay. No.
that,
And I
I
was
don't
thinking
have that.
narcolepsy, but that's the sleeping one. But there's definitely one for stealing stuff.
There is. So, do you have any bad habits?
Ooh, she flipped her hair.
Mm-hmm.
She was into being told that she's a necrophiliac and she shouldn't smoke.
Okay, so you can either give an honest response, say you have none,
This
or
one.
say you like to inflict pain on people.
Yeah, that one.
Well, since you asked, I mean, I don't think it's bad, but it could sound a little extreme. But I
She's
like
gonna be into it.
to inflict pain on people. I like to, when someone does something bad to me or to someone else, then I like to just persecute
Oh, this
them.
isn't sexual.
That's actually very
But bad
scary.
people.
No.
So it's good in a way.
No.
So
Oh, I
maybe it's
thought
a
it
good
was
habit.
sexual.
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
think so.
Well,
Could
you'll
be,
see. I mean,
still.
spend more time with me. I've got some
probably not.
projects I'm doing now with some people. And
No, I think I need to find my friends.
whoa, are you sure you want to do that and make an enemy of me?
Oh my god. Call the bouncer
She's
over.
in trouble now, isn't she? But
Ew!
really, in reality, man should never use his superior strength or whatever to intimidate a girl. Violence has no place, and it's really a bitch move.
What? Why is he saying smart things? Say stupid things.
Okay, so
I think our standards are just super low.
our standards are very low. Also though, like, I do feel like, I don't know, he does give, like, he it's just like some of the things that he says, I'm like, That's so much better than what I've heard from other pickup artists. Do you know what I mean? Also, we have
You know, it might be. He just might be one of the more reasonable pickup artists.
So I've read some of the stuff that, like, I went and, like, checked out his website and read his, like, blog from, like, a couple years ago. And, like, one of the things that he said that got a lot of people upset was he talked about how, like,
English women are overweight and entitled.
And yeah, that they like always complain and that they're just like not very attractive and that like you should go date Eastern European women because they're just so much hotter and all this other stuff.
Okay, whatever, dude.
Yeah. I mean, but I also like I do feel like it's okay for us to be like, no, that piece of advice is good.
Yeah,
you know what I
course.
mean? Like,
is his overall work like really shitty, or is it just shitty sometimes?
So I think one of the complaints that people also have is that, like, obviously with any like pickup artist type stuff, like the thing that you run into is that if you just stick to the like, hey, like you want to be confident talking to girls, then there's some really good advice. It's when you get into the like, oh, you want to just sleep with this person, here's how to like manipulate them into like getting into bed with you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That makes sense.
I don't think there's anything.
I mean, let's not forget the whole she has a boyfriend but still go after her thing.
Yeah, like I don't think there's I definitely do not think there's anything wrong with people looking for advice about how to be more confident talking to and approaching other people.
You know what's happening? He's tricking us.
He's
tricking us right now.
Oh my god, we've been inceptioned.
We've been pickup artisted.
Yeah.
We've been seduced by the seducer. Because I remember one of the comments in the last episode was
I think people have said that it gets worse. Too.
Yeah, so they were like, that part where he talks about going after the girl with the boyfriend is like that part in the movie, in the horror movie where you find dead bodies in the basement.
Yeah.
Because you're like, okay, I mean, he's not as bad as I thought. Oh no!
Oh shit! Yeah. Honest response? Or...
Oh, bad habits. I don't know. No, I think people like me, and I'm always very law-abiding. Like I do drink alcohol, but look, I'm hardly touching this stuff, right? So
what kind of drinks
what
are those?
Bad habits. I guess sometimes I'm just too nice to people, and then they take advantage. But otherwise, no.
Okay,
not
red
really.
flag.
I believe you. There has to be something.
Well, I can think about it, but I don't think so. Really don't. No. I mean, you'll get to know me and see.
Okay.
That's not genuine, doesn't come across well, comes
That's
off
a really
as
big
try
zipper
hard,
thing.
Yeah.
and is not what a cool, strong, masculine man does.
No.
Don't do it.
I'm man.
So tell me, do you have any good habits or like healthy stuff you do?
Yeah. I dance a lot.
Yeah?
I like to go hiking. I take my dog and we hike in the mountains a lot.
Oh yeah?
It's great. And let me see. Yoga?
Do you have a dream of like climbing Everest or Kilimanjaro or something like this?
No, it's too cold. Too cold. I like to be warm.
But I have some friends that climb Kilimanjaro and they're just regular people. Like they started in the morning and they got to the top by sunset or
They had help.
nightfall. Yeah, of course, they're guys carrying everything, but
I don't
it
think I would
seems
do
like
it.
it's kind of easy.
No, you would do it.
I like to think I would, but if you put me there, I don't know.
So you hike. What else do you do?
Lots of sports. I tried climbing recently. Sometimes I play squash. Used to play tennis, but I guess now I just go to the gym a few times a week, and that's about it.
You go to the gym. Really?
She doesn't believe you.
Yeah.
No, don't say that. But yeah, actually, wait, do say that.
Hold on. Let's see.
Get mad about it. Yeah.
Ask what the hell she's talking about. You go to the gym all the time.
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course. What are you talking about? Look, I just don't have all these stupid protein shakes and stuff. I'm there all the time, pumping iron. I'm actually
Let's
quite...
see. You flex?
See naked or just see touching?
Oh my.
All right, now I'll touch and later we'll see.
Okay, maybe you go.
Of course
A
I
little.
go.
A little.
You're getting defensive, aren't you? So not the
We're a
best
little
thing,
baby
not
man.
the quality that a guy wants to show, is it? I'm trying to guess. I mean, when I look at you, I think you're kind of, I don't know, something to do with music. I don't know why I think that, but what did you study at university?
I actually studied dance.
Dance?
I did.
You studied?
I did.
Dance.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had that. I know they have like ballet schools and stuff, but you can
It's,
study.
there's music at the university too. It's an art school. But yes, dance, ballet, jazz, hip hop.
Yeah, cool. Justin
lot of
Timberlake,
things.
Usher.
Yes,
Yeah?
exactly like that. Like we were here.
Nice one. And so that was university, but what's your job now? Are you something
I
a
actually
dancer or
own a
something?
dance studio.
Whoa, that's cool.
Obviously, she teaches strippers.
I mean, so what if she does?
I don't see. I
Wait a minute. So you were studying dance, and now you've got a dance school, and you're everything to do with dance. So let me guess. Is it like a stripper school, like teaching strippers? You know, like poles and
Are you joking?
how to do that lap
there are
dance
actually
and
a
all
lot
that
of
stuff.
like,
Yeah,
places
there's-
that do that as like an
Business,
actual like
strippers make a lot of
workout.
money,
Yeah.
they can pay.
Do you think that's flattering?
Yeah,
No,
I
but
would.
it's like a
Have you
business,
seen
right?
strippers?
It is.
Well, but
Come
the
on,
thing is that
who'd you
he's
teach
using
about
it to be
strippers?
insulting. Do you know what I mean?
That's,
Who?
that's,
Who'd you
just,
teach?
that's rude. That's not nice.
No, it's nothing. What, you don't like
I
strippers?
teach children. No,
My
no.
auntie was a stripper. That's rude that you don't like strippers.
Yeah, well, see, he's right. See?
Well, I think maybe you do.
No, I actually
I
really
think
don't.
maybe you do.
I think it's better that you fuck off.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to continue talking to you.
You're like the rudest girl I've ever met. You're definitely a stripper. And I will go very happily.
She's like, later, dude.
Whatever. Have you seen those like pole dancing women on the internet? They're
That was
fucking
uncalled for,
strong.
man.
Yeah.
Very rude. Should be ashamed of yourself.
I ain't ashamed.
So
I'd be like, thank you for thinking I'm so strong.
see, I feel like that's also partly in delivery because if someone was like, "Oh, like, do you teach pole because
Pole,
that seems
yeah.
do you teach pole because that seems really cool?" And then the person's like, "Oh, like, no, I don't." But
And then
like,
if they get offended, they're closed-minded, and you don't want to bang them anyway.
exactly.
You don't want to bang somebody who looks down on pole dancing and strippers.
But
That's
you know
not
what
cool.
I mean? It's like somebody can be like, "Oh, like, are they a stripper?" And you're like, "Okay, well, that's fine, but you're using it. You're clearly saying it to be."
If somebody
rude.
says like things like that, I usually go, "Yeah, they are. I love it."
"Yeah,"
And then I look them in the eye and like, I dare you to say something
it's
else.
kind of like when people. It's like when they'll. This is just like from my own experience, but like when people pick on me and be like, "You look like a lesbian," and I'm like, "You're half right."
And you're like, thank you.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Why? Why do you think this would be like insulting to me? Like, there's nothing wrong with."
Like those baby men who are leaving comments on our videos. What do these two lesbos know? And I'm like, a lot?
Yeah.
Like, you're asking how to pick up women?
Yeah.
Idiot.
Connect on it and compliment, or you can ask more questions. Well,
This one's
let's
probably the
connect
better
and
one.
compliment her.
You know what? I really like that because it's something entrepreneurial and it's something where
I'm
you're
worried about
really
like
doing
when
something
it
you're
gets to
passionate
the
about,
bedroom
right?
phase.
Yeah,
So-
it's wonderful.
No,
Do we
big
get to- I
respect
don't
for
think
that.
we get
Plus,
there.
you know, it's a
I
big
wanna see
risk.
some
And
boobers.
not to be,
No,
I don't
we
think it's
don't.
sexist. I think
It
it's the
doesn't do
fact
that.
that women don't normally
Consensual
take those
boobers.
risks, like to,
I'm gonna look at boobers
to
later
open their own
then.
business and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it's
gonna
very,
look
very
up
cool.
boobs.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been wonderful. I love doing it.
And tell me, who do you teach?
Children.
Yeah, children.
Yeah, I love kids.
Like ballet for little girls.
Ballet
and
for
all that
little
stuff.
girls, like 5.
It's so cute,
Yeah.
actually, when they
5 to 10.
and they actually love it as well.
Yeah, we have a dance at the end of every class, every school period, like every 6 months. We have a dance recital.
Very cool. You have some videos on YouTube of it.
Thank you.
You have to show me later.
Okay.
I wasn't that attracted before,
This
but
is
now that
undoubtedly a cool thing about her, so you definitely need to connect on it and compliment it because she's going to have a lot to say, a lot of emotions in there, and you want to be positive.
I'm more attracted
I
to her
just
now
noticed you
that
got
she's
some
like
tattoos.
a business owner.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh.
Actually, it's funny because like, have you noticed how like a lot of the girls like those other two girls like they're both like one of them studying like business, economics, and they're like doing all these like
Really cool things.
yeah.
Maybe he's attracted to smart women or something. What was I gonna say? Yeah, you know how guys are like, women are so shallow. They only want to go out with you if you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are attracted to people who have accomplished things. I'm pretty sure 80% of the dates I get are because they're like, wow, like, you have a cool job.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, that's part of who you are, the accomplishments you've made.
I think it's I don't know that it's so much about the accomplishments, but well, for me personally, I can't speak for other people, but for me, it's not really about the accomplishments so much as like, is this person passionate about what they do?
Yeah.
Like, it could be anything. But if the person is like really like, it could be something that I don't really have any interest in, but if the person is like passionate and like loves to talk about it and is like excited by it,
that's what's attractive.
That's so much more attractive than somebody who's just like, oh, because think about it this way: if somebody had accomplished cool stuff, but they were like, yeah, like I fucking hate it, like it's awful, like, oh, like I work for Doctors Without Borders, it's so boring. Like, you would hate them, right?
Yes. I don't know. I understand the logic where it's like, women are only interested in guys who, like, have a job and a car. And I'm like, yeah. Because you would have your shit together. You know? Like, they should love me for me. And I'm like, but you haven't done anything. That's the point.
Well, I think that
like,
comes down to, like, does the person invest in taking care of themselves? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
that's,
even,
the thing.
And, like, even if they're not, like, super accomplished, like, are they, like, trying? And are they, you know...
Because people like me for the cool things I've accomplished on the internet, and that's why I probably am successful in picking people up.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I think if I, like, didn't have anything cool going on for me, I don't think I'd have nearly as many, like, successes. You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not in terms of, like, hey, I'm famous on the internet, which I'm not. But in terms of, like, I have this thing.
Yeah,
you know?
but I just, like, I mean, like, that can be, like, attractive to people, but I think that when it gets down to, like, actual, like, long-term attraction, what really matters is that somebody is, like
they have the potential to be something.
They have, or just, like, that they take care of themselves, because it's, like, I don't want somebody to think, like, oh, like, I just work, like, a 30 hours a week retail job and have no car, like, I'm never gonna get dates. It's not about that. It's, like, even if you're not, like, accomplishing, like, life-changing things, are you just are you a person who, like, has an excitement for life? Like, are you the type of person who, like, maybe your job bores you, but you get out of work and you're like, oh, I have this hobby that I'm super passionate about and that I like to talk about?
Yeah.
You know? That's, like...
It just shows that you're, like, somebody who's worth investing in. Not in terms of, like, whatever, just, like, emotionally.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be somebody who would make a good... like, life partner.
Maybe that person has been like a D&D DM for like the past 3 years, and they invest like all this time into making these like really cool campaigns for their friends. Like
that's an accomplishment.
That's an accomplishment, and that's something
that shows that you're creative, that you can organize, that you can, you know, make up cool stories. That's a cool thing. That's a cool creative thing.
Yeah.
I just was bringing up myself because I didn't want any men listening to be like, oh, you don't understand how I feel, you know? And I would be like, no. Like, I'm pretty sure most people would be like, pass if I had nothing going on for me.
Mm-hmm. You don't think people would just like you for... I don't.
That's not what I mean.
That I agree with that.
No, not like me for me. I mean, like me for as evidence of my personality. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I'm proud of it, and I go, I'm proud of this.
Yeah.
And they think it's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
And then I get their body, and I use them for no.
I feel like you're selling yourself a little short, thinking that people.
No, it's not only that. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't think I'm expressing myself correctly or well. Let's try and brainstorm how I need to say this. I'm saying like. I've done cool things. I'm into cool hobbies. Yeah. I like to learn things. And I've accomplished a cool YouTube thing. And those are interesting, cool things that I've accomplished. And I think that when guys get upset that, like, women don't want to date them because they have no job or something, it's like, it's because you don't have anything cool happening. Does that make sense?
I don't know that I'm particularly following.
Okay, no worries.
I feel like I understand.
I expect myself to have things going on for me just as much as I expect somebody I want to be with.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I guess just, like, for me, it's, like, it's not really about, like, what the person's actually doing. It's more, like, how do they express themselves and how do they feel? Because, like, somebody could have no job, but, like, I don't know.
No, but if they have no job and they just sit around doing Reddit all day.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
So what's written there? I like to get fucked by a bunch of guys in all of my
No. Not okay. No, that's not even funny. I don't know if you're trying to be funny, but it's not.
What's wrong? You don't like having sex with loads of men, or what?
Oh, God.
What about just me?
Get out of
I'm
there.
gonna tattoo my name.
Unbelievable.
Run!
I tell you what. After we do the thing we're gonna do, you're gonna tattoo my name
No, and you need to go.
on your,
you
I
need
don't know,
to go
somewhere
now.
very visible.
Seriously?
Very
Seriously.
visible.
Fuck you.
What?
Go.
But come on, you got tattoos. You know what that means. It means you're
That means
kinda
nothing.
easy,
That
or-
means nothing. No. Fuck you. Go.
All right, keep it down. All right, catch you later. Maybe have some drinks, and I'll catch you later when you're chilled out.
When you've chilled out.
Why don't you calm down? You know what?
I do like that he
You're
kinda...
probably on your period anyway. I don't want to have sex.
Oh, no.
That's
That's too real.
You're probably on your period anyway. I don't want to fuck you.
Yeah.
That actually is a pretty annoying burn. Don't use that. I've given them too powerful of a tool.
Yeah, what have you done?
So many very angry men are listening to this being like, no, that's a really good one.
Okay, I mean, on you it's kind of nice. I don't have any tattoos, but
That's okay.
it's not really my thing. But I mean, some
You don't
people
like tattoos.
not that much, not usually. Don't know. I mean, I definitely don't like it when it's like too many and prison tattoos or whatever. But
I don't like long hair, so I guess we're even.
well, kind of. Except I could just go and cut my hair in 5 minutes and laser in all the tattoos. Not exactly the same.
If you can cut it in 5 minutes, you probably should.
If she
Oh.
asks you, maybe it's okay, but to bring up the subject, to look at them and then say that, kind of pointless, just leaves a bad feeling and doesn't score you any points.
Can we talk
So I think
about...
that's probably enough about me. What is it that you do?
It's kind of strange, right? So I'm not like an accountant or whatever.
Is he gonna say?
I make videos
No!
for YouTube. So I'm like a YouTube professional.
YouTube.
What sort of videos? What do you mean?
Different videos, like in different subjects, giving advice about health and different
Okay.
things.
Health.
And then it kind of makes money by the advertising, and you know when there's those annoying ads in YouTube.
Yes.
So basically,
That's how you make the
that's
money,
what's
is the
paying me,
ads.
like 1 cent each one or whatever,
Okay.
and it adds up.
Interesting. Well, I did notice that you're very well groomed.
Oh, thank you.
I was
Is he?
hoping it didn't mean that you were into men.
What?
Interesting.
I didn't... Okay. Whatever.
Oh, look at this answer.
So you're homophobic. That's not cool. No, I'm straight. That is kind of homophobic to just be like, oh, you're well-groomed, you're gay.
Like, I assumed that you were gay.
That's it. But can we talk about the fact that he hired these women to come into his home, into his bed, probably where all the sex weird things happen. Not that I'm, like, against, him, having lots of partners. Good for him. Like, I support you and your lifestyle. But, like, he's saying about all the women he picks up, and then he's asking two female strangers to lay on his bed in his home while he's wearing a velvet jacket and leather pants.
Mari, honestly, the fact that anybody can make it into your home without slipping on bodily fluids is pretty amazing.
We talked about this earlier. There are no bodily fluids anywhere. Just regular dirt. I clean up my bodily fluids. Mm-hmm. No, she's saying this specifically because she said this earlier, and I got upset. I'm gonna come in here with a
black light one of these days, and there's just gonna be splotches everywhere.
Whatever. Stacey's just jealous of my active lifestyle. No, but can we talk about, like, imagine, like, you used to do modeling.
Yeah.
If a guy was like, all right, here's the job, you show up, it's his house, he asks you to get into his bed wearing underwear, and he's wearing a velvet jacket-like thing.
See,
and then leather pants together. Those two things together,
I feel like it's a little different because there's, like, more than more than one person. Like, when there's more people there, it would be definitely weird if it was one person.
Is there a camera crew, or is it just him and a tripod?
I don't know. But, like, either way, like, the fact that there are 2 girls there, and...
It would feel safer, yeah.
It definitely, like, feels safer than if it's just, like, one person. So... But let's talk about this,
It's not cool. I mean...
yeah. I'm wondering, like, what the, like, quote-unquote right answer is here, because...
I would say this.
Yeah.
Well, so what if I were? Like, are you homophobic or what?
No, I just...
Come on.
Sitting here, I would just hope that you liked women.
Well, so if there were 2 guys there kissing, you'd puke or what?
No, absolutely not. But I just, want you to be into me.
Ah. Well, that's all right. So you're not homophobic. That's cool.
No.
So my
no.
gay friends
It's
are
nice.
safe. You're not going to attack them or anything.
They're safe.
Nice one. Well, no. To clarify, I'm not. I'm not gay. I'm straight. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay.
Right.
That was good.
She challenged you. You got a little bit reactive, a little bit angry.
I
Not
would
the
be
best course
fucking
of action.
pissed!
However, it ended
If
okay
somebody-
in the
Fucking
end, so
pissed!
it's not the worst thing that you
But
can
if
do.
he
but
said
still,
that to
try
me,
next
I'd be
time
into
to
it
stay
because-
cool and roll with these challenges in a better way.
I don't know. I'd
you know
react
when you date guys,
positively.
Let's let them
I
talk.
assume you do sometimes, yeah? But is it usually in clubs? Because for me, it's definitely not.
No, I try not to.
It's not the best, right?
No, it doesn't always seem like the most honest environment to meet
Is
someone.
she wearing a wig?
Yeah. Well, most people going to clubs, they're
Probably.
just looking for something that's not serious, right? That's the
Right.
general thing.
Yeah, or to have fun with their friends
Yeah.
only.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I try
Oh
not
wait, that's the same
But you
girl
know
from
what?
the
The good
first
thing
one.
we've met, right?
She's
not
wearing a
long
wig.
ago, but we're not too drunk. We've managed to
it's
find
not.
this
It
quite
is.
place for conversation. So it's maybe we shouldn't categorize it as the
I think
usual.
yeah, it's definitely the
awful club
girl
thing,
from
right?
the
Yeah.
walk.
That's safe.
She's a master of disguise.
Interesting. Her face looks different. You want to escalate things.
Well, she's in the other one. She wasn't wearing any makeup.
Well, she was wearing sunglasses too, so maybe that's why they.
She's a master of disguise. She could be a spy. I want to congratulate this woman for being so good at changing like personas. I think that she should get like some sort of game awards for best like.
We've seen her twice. Calm down.
We're gonna, you know what? For all you know, she could have been every woman in this. We could have been duped this whole time. You don't know that.
The 2 in the other club one were clearly different.
No, because they used actually green screen
Oh, here we
and
go.
split screen technology. He could only hire one woman, but he had a lot of special effects
It's
department.
just the same woman
Over and over.
with different body types and skin colors.
Well, yeah, because she's got wigs, she's got padding, she's got like contouring. She's a master of disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, she's probably a spy doing this as a favor because he's so good at picking up women. He's like made a spy fall in love with
Wait.
them.
So if he's so good at picking up women, then why would he only need to only hire one woman?
Because she's a spy and she does disguises, and he's ready to settle down with a woman who could be anything.
Don't you think that he would just have like tons of like women friends that he could ask to do this for free?
No, she's a spy and he's in love with her. She's
the spy who loved me.
Yeah, she's a Russian spy and she's a master of disguise, and his pickup skills are so amazing that he's picked her up in 3 different disguises, and she's like, "You know what? I'm into this. This is actually who I am." And she takes off a mask and he's like, "Amazing, beautiful. I love it."
Yeah.
And then their thing is that she dresses up in different disguises, and he always has to find which one is her and seduce her.
Yeah.
Someone make a movie. I like it. The pickup artist and the spy.
Right.
Grab her ass.
To be honest, when I saw you on the dance floor, like one of the first things I noticed was you just got like the most sexy ass, and I just
Whoa, excuse me? What, you think that's funny?
Oh, she just put up an arm line.
That's awesome.
She's a spy.
Arm in this
Spy.
or you'll grab my ass.
She knows like Krav
You
Maga.
fucking crazy bitch.
And you're fucking rude.
Psycho.
Oh my God, Mari.
Asshole.
Dude, I'm telling you, she's
I've
a
actually seen
spy.
guys get beaten up before touching girls' asses, and it happens. So you don't need to do it. Don't need to do it in a bar. Wait till you've got her in your house and she's ready for it, and she's saying, "Please touch my ass." Then do it.
I like how he says, "Wait until she specifically asks you
Yeah.
to touch her butt."
Because once she asks you,
That's when you know.
That's when you know. So try brushing her hair back, maybe.
She has cute little ears.
I feel like
look at her mouth as she's talking. That kind of works sometimes. But then sometimes I'm like,
does that really work? I feel like I would be like, what the fuck is on my face?
No, I was about to say, I wonder if my mustache is growing in.
Because, like, whenever people look at my mouth when I'm talking, I assume I have lipstick or something, like, on my teeth. Or,
No,
that there's food on my face.
For the rest of your life, I want you to know that anyone who looks at your mouth just wants to make out with you.
Shit.
Always.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody.
I'm just, like, applying this retroactively to any time someone's done this.
You've missed so many opportunities.
I've missed so many opportunities.
For makeout sessions?
Yeah, I've just, wow.
Your boss, coworkers, people walking past you on the street.
People taking my order at the fast food place.
As you're eating ice cream and definitely don't have it all over your face. It's a fact, and it's a bio-truth.
Oh, no.
This one?
Yeah.
Or do we want to be gross?
We already saw him be gross.
Can I just, you just got a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit here.
Sure.
Nice hair, by the way.
Thank you.
Cute little ears. Hidden away.
Thank you.
You know what?
Exactly. So what have you got here? You've got playfulness and a little bit of sexuality, which is the perfect
Look at
way
this. She's trying not to laugh in the
physically.
background.
So I actually didn't ask, but what did you study in school?
Well, to be honest, I didn't go to university, but it's just because I didn't really like school when I was young. I was intelligent, but I was kind of bullied, and kids called me ugly and stuff.
That's true.
Yeah, I have no pictures from that time. I hated how I
happened to him.
looked, and everyone called me ugly, so it was just
Girls like that,
unhappy.
though.
But it's okay, I'm all right now. But...
You're very handsome now.
Oh my god.
They like it when you've survived trauma. Girls like it when you've been bullied.
Can you just speak for yourself from now on?
No,
'Cause
just
you say,
girls.
like...
All girls are like me. All girls like it when guys have been bullied.
All girls like damaged goods.
Oh, no, okay. He's not damaged goods.
But listen, you do have a history of...
He was fucking forged in the fires of bullying. How about that?
I feel like, I mean, it's not like I find someone more attractive. I think it's more just that I find it relatable when people talk about stuff like that, you know?
No, it's a fetish of mine. I need people to have traumatic experiences for me to get off. Make them tell me about it when we bang.
Fast.
That's nice of you to say, or... Oh, no, that's... Thank you, you have beautiful eyes.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh, thank you. And I was going to say, you have really beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
You must hear that a lot, but it's true.
Yeah, maybe, but thank you. It's nice.
Not good, because she actually made the first move. She's given you a compliment. That's brilliant. You want to keep that dynamic going as long as possible, where you just say thank you and you stay polite, and she just keeps saying nice things about you, hoping that she's going to get your approval back. It makes her think about you when you're not together. It makes her work harder for you, show off, do all kinds of things. So you want to keep that dynamic, and you messed up. So.
And here we go.
Yeah, let's have a
That's
drink.
manipulative.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is
Yes,
she
by the
being
way.
manipulative or he
Cheers.
being
Nice
manipulative?
to meet
No, like that whole like playing games about like who gets to give approval and when.
I know we
make
haven't
her
been
work
talking for
harder
long,
to
but
show off for you.
For me, it's going pretty well so far. So I'm happy I came and talked to you.
Me too.
I don't like working hard. I just like being flattered.
Well, so like,
If someone makes me work hard, I just go, they're not interested.
Did you like listen to what he said when he was talking about it?
He
was
was
basically
saying-
talking about like if someone gives you a compliment, like don't compliment them right back because she's gonna be expecting you to compliment back, and if you don't, then she's gonna work harder to gain your approval, which is manipulative.
That is manipulative.
Like if you want to give somebody a compliment, you should just fucking do it.
Don't
Don't play games with people.
It's not that if you would do that by accident, it's fine and
If
normal.
you did it by accident, then whatever. But like,
or if you just don't feel like giving a compliment back, that's fine and normal.
That's also completely
But
fine.
if you're like doing it so you're timing it, you're like, all right, I will wait 2 more sentences until I give them a compliment back.
It's when you get into the whole like I'm gonna time this specifically to gain the response that I want.
From my perspective, if I am giving a compliment and like being nice over and over and they're being withholding, I just move on because I like feeling good. So
Well, because it's like I like feeling like somebody is interested in me. So if you can't like express that, then
there's a million other people who will.
Yeah,
so
like,
I don't.
What the fuck is the point?
Yeah, I'm at the club, dressed up nice. Tell me I look good, asshole.
Wait.
I'm role playing as our spy.
Role-playing.
I'm
Okay,
role playing as like I'm imagining if I am at a duck club. And like I dressed up nice and someone's trying to hit on me and I go, "Oh, like you have nice things, like tell me more about you," listening, and they're not like being receptive. Like A, I just go, "Oh, they probably want to be left alone."
Yeah.
And B, I'll go, "I'm not getting what I want." So the end, bye.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like somebody has to give compliments back, but like if it feels one-sided.
And it's not like she can't find like any woman. I don't like. I think men sometimes have this perception that if they perceive a woman to not be attractive, then therefore nobody else is gonna want them. It's like that's not true.
Yeah.
And so even if you think she's not like your exact type, she has better things to do with her time than to be negged by you, I guess, or be manipulated.
Ask her if she's seeing anyone.
Wait, let's ask this one first.
Okay.
Let me ask you something. Are you adventurous, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah? You like trying things and stuff?
Yes.
Well, I think I am as well. And I just saw that over there's an electrical closet. And I had a little look and it's actually open. Like everyone forgot to lock it or whatever. So would you say we go over there and, get it on?
What?
Just like go make love in the electrical closet. It's going to be, I mean, how many times have you done that in your life? Something new, right?
You're joking.
No, I think it'd be brilliant. Adventure.
No.
Yeah, come on, it'd be exciting, babe.
It's inappropriate.
We're getting on so well.
No.
It's the perfect end
And this
to
has
a
been really
perfect
nice,
meeting.
but that's just, no. It's inappropriate.
Let's go give it a go. Come on, what's wrong?
I don't want to.
But I've been talking to you for how long by now? And
Really?
You wouldn't go? Come on.
You think that means I need to sleep with you in the electrical closet because you've
No,
spoken
you
with
need
me?
to. You should want to.
No.
Oh boy.
Like, not be honoured, but somewhere closer
You
to
are
that.
not nearly that charming.
Well, maybe you're just boring. You ever thought of that?
Maybe you're a
boring.
douchebag.
What do you do? Like missionary position and not move, like a sack of potatoes? We all love adventurous girls and we all love utility closets, but still, for the first time, most girls would prefer to be in a bed in a house.
No, okay, yeah.
Yeah, ask her if she's seeing
By
anyone.
the way, I probably should have asked earlier, but are you seeing anyone at the moment? Or
Yeah, we should have talked about that, I guess.
yeah, why? Got something to tell me?
No, I'm not seeing anyone.
That's
She
good.
just checked
I
her and was
am
like, "Am I wearing my ring?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
No,
No,
I'm
I'm not
joking.
seeing anyone.
I'm single as well.
Good. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
I hope so.
What kind of drinks are those?
You didn't need to
I
ask her
keep
that,
getting
did you?
distracted.
You know, much better to keep it unspoken.
What?
And assume that if she's going with it, she likes you. If she's not, she doesn't, right?
I don't know.
See, you know what?
I can see why he would say that.
I can see why he'd say that. But it's like, I don't know. I maybe just as a person, I'm very forward, and I would just prefer to like know flat out. You know?
Yeah, I'd just be like, okay, here's my situation. Like, I don't know.
And also it's like a really clear way of like indicating that you're interested in someone.
Maybe you should check your beautiful privilege because you're so beautiful. Everyone's like, yeah, whatever. You walk up and you're like, so you want this?
So you want it? You want this or what?
Stacey, your dating advice sucks because all you've ever had to do is just walk up to people and say, you want this? And point at your vagina. That's all you've ever... Like, I've seen it. Like, that's
seen
your
me do
only
it?
move. You say that you have all these other moves, but honestly, all you ever do is just walk up to people and say, do you want this? And you point at your vagina.
I'm just very lucky that I don't have to try too hard because my like actual moves are very bad. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about? It always works.
You
It's
want this or what? Like if that didn't work, I'd be up shit creek.
Well, like, thankfully it does.
Yeah.
You want this? You want this?
You want this? What?
You single? You want this? All right. Let's go. This is okay. Don't lie. She shows up and nobody's there.
Yeah.
This one or this one?
Maybe like better music and great wine.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think about this place, but the music's kind of
Yeah,
whatever,
it's not so good.
and drinks not so good either. But
Right.
I know somewhere with really good music and nice drinks as well.
Maybe not come with you tonight, but give you my number. See you again.
Okay, cool. I'll probably get going soon anyway, but give you my phone. Put your number in there, and I don't know, meet in a few days or something.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Did we get a fake number?
You don't want to make the invitation to your house explicit.
No, they're
You
naked,
want to make
so
it
we got a
implicit
good one.
so that she can agree to it without feeling like a slut. Well done.
Okay, what?
Average Joe.
Little bit risky, can work, can not work. So it's not the safest option, but
you can
sometimes it can be okay.
I think he's gonna run through all of it.
Oh, okay.
Choices.
I
This
thought
is
he was
something you
giving
can
us
try,
like
but